come in here in the thousands in the spring. A lot of them that are caught are taken to the Bald Eagle Foundation to feed the rapids there. Have you ever been a head off of them again?
Will has been training at the Bald Eagle Foundation in hopes of becoming a certified factor handler.
So you graduated this year?
Yeah. In just a couple of days, Bella will take her final exam.
I'm coming. Hold your horses. See, what do we have? Hey, Tyrus. Good to hear from you. How you holding up? Who was that? Oh, I didn't see him bark. That's why I was confused. Is Micah home? Duchess. Not a chew toy. I'm so tired of her doing that shit.
What was it?
I'm not sure. Hey, Mimi. A little saw? A sore? Or did you get cut by a little saw? These are the questions that we want to ask. Oh, today is our day of rest. Probably one of the best times to start asking questions.
You never picked up the lid.
Not in the mood. I can pick it up.
No.
Dropped a bolt on my foot at work last night. How big's the bolt? That's the fact that it's big enough to hurt you is what surprises me. I hope you're doing okay. No. Oh. I had some Paki Mao from the Thai place, also known as Drunkard's Noodles. And I had it Thai level spicy, and I think they actually managed to get it there. I am so full on stuff that probably was way too spicy for someone like myself to ingest. I am not even joking. All right, so we are up here in Oregon, a town affiliated with both Twilight and Halloween Town. We focus primarily on exercise and animal care. And since today is our day of rest, we're going to be focusing primarily on animal care. Whew. On big dump trucks in the mine, so it's about bigger than my head. Ow! Yeah, that's a bit problematic when you drop that on your foot. And, oh, tomorrow morning is going to be bad. I can already tell tomorrow morning is going to be bad. I'm going to have to, take some Pepto-Bismol before I fall asleep to lessen the effects of all that freaking super spicy Thai food. Good golly. Now, yesterday we wrapped up 126 decline push-ups. Decline push-ups are the push-ups where you have your feet up on like a chair or a couch or a car, and you're down in the push-up position and you're giving it your all. Crushed my steel cap boots. Yeah, I can't imagine why. You're not talking like a bolt this size. You're talking like a bolt. Like you said, it was bigger than your head. So the first 3 sets that we did last night were 20. The next 3 were 17. And then we hit 15. So it was a really good night when it comes to exercising. I don't usually get that good a time. Oh, yeah. I don't doubt it. That's why they want you to wear them. Although there have been some cases here in the United States where people have been wearing their steel-toe boots, and rather than protecting their toes, something heavy will hit the boots, and the steel will bend and cut off their toes. So, not always the case that the steel-toe boots work in favor of your feet. But you were fortunate enough where they did. Let's take a look at our first little tarantula. This is our male Harpictira pulchripes. This critter is a species that can typically be found down in Africa. Over and down in Africa. It is a heavy webber and has been going crazy up in this habitat. Now, that particular type of tarantula, much like the Monocentropas balfouri, needs to have an arid climate. Oh, look who's out! That's one of our Monocentropas balfouri right there. Her name is Galorum, and she is one heck of a tarantula. We got her in a what we call a parking lot deal, where we got a hold of somebody. This was last winter. We got a hold of somebody that was trying to sell her because they didn't want to have tarantulas anymore. So we dropped $100 to get her. And the crazy thing about that tarantula is when we went to go and pick her up, it kind of looked like the weirdest drug deal you'd ever imagine. Because I had my coat on, and I wanted to keep the tarantula warm, so there was a handoff, and I flipped the coat over the cage, and I dipped into the car, and the homeless people that were living in that area gave me such nasty looks. And I'm just sitting there like, this cannot be the worst thing that you've ever seen out on the street. Come on. He said he put them on properly, but when I went to check, turns out he forgot to tighten them. Jesus! I would have gotten 800. Yeah, but your name would have inadvertently become Peggy because you would have a peg leg. And you don't really truly want to have a peg leg, do you? I mean, technically, they'd probably give you one of the newfangled feet, considering it would be a company injury. You'd probably get something better than just a nub, but still. Oof. So, when it comes to tarantula care, it's all about information. And the information that you're looking for is all about location, because the location that these tarantulas come from is exactly what's going to tell you Oliver, was that you? Why are you gassy, child? Anyway, the location's going to tell you exactly the kind of environment that you need to create for your tarantulas. What, you shut down? You shut down for your wildlife? That is quite adorable. Here in the United States, we typically just work around the wildlife. I was really excited because for the first 2 years that I worked at the dump as security, we had deer that would come through and pick off some of the bushes, some of the greenery. And one of the falconers that comes through decided to take it upon himself to scare the deer away. And it's been like a year and a half since then, and we just started seeing more deer coming through. Not much, Nicole. It is rest day. And because it is rest day, I don't have to worry too much about the dogs getting all up in my face. Duchess! What are you doing? What are you doing? What? 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 Oh, what? Oh. Whoa. We do have dogs here. Such a cutie patootie. I swear to God, we have some of those red ants in here somewhere. I can still smell them. I walked through the front door and I could smell them. I don't like red ants. The red ants that I'm referring to are not fire ants. The ants that I'm referring to are a species of ants that typically like to live in trees or in mounds close to trees. And they give off like this nasty, almost rotten cinnamon smell. And I walked through the front door today and I was like, nope, I don't like that. I don't like that one bit. All right. Yeah. But on the other hand, you're using mining equipment that's, well, I mean, you described what that bolt was like. You dinged your boot with the bolt. Hey, Silent Ascend. Biscuit head, of course you don't like it. Oh, my knuckles are dry again. I actually used Working Hands cream for the first time today. And, like, it lasted about 3 hours. And now it's back to getting all rough. And are aggressive as fuck. And if I'm not mistaken, they're a bird that defeated the Australian army twice. You gotta understand how tough a bird's gotta be to defeat an army that has guns. Like, it's pretty fucking impressive. That's Jurassic Park level impressive. They attack the workers. Oh, fuck. You all should go and make some emu stew if they're edible. I know their eggs are. All right. So we're gonna come over here. Surprise! Hey, child, what are you up to? Yeah, whatever. That never happened. Yeah, you're just butthurt that it did. Look at that. If it makes you feel any better, the United States war on drugs has been an epic failure. No, this is not a wolf spider. Although, I'll give you props. If you look at it, you compare it to the size of my hand, it is just about the same leg width as some of the house spiders that share a lineage with wolf spiders. You know, those big bastards that you find on your wall. Always the males, never the females. This right here is a Brazilian blue-violet tarantula. He is an adult male. You can actually see some of the purple coming in. You can buy emu oil in Australia for cooking. So they did manage to start killing them. Look at that. No. Don't you do it. Thank you, Richard. I appreciate it. Don't you do it. Can we be friends? Oh, good boy. Bet you it's freaking healthier for you than the vegetable oil that the market's got these days. Oh shit. Whoop. You are not going to escape. Now, this is our escape artist. I'm not even joking here. I'm going to show you something if he doesn't try to... See that bald spot right there? That little shit acquired that bald spot. And I do cuss, guys. That's why I put it down as an adult live stream. I don't show too much skin, except for right when I was getting everything together earlier. I cuss a little bit. This morning to my daughter screaming her head off because a huntsman egg sac had hatched in our room and there were thousands. I would kill for that experience. Are you kidding me? How does that guy do it? But you don't understand. The huntsman, like one of the species of huntsman spiders, gets to such a size that it's just about, if not comparable, to the Theraphosa's. We're talking like leg spans this big. Can you imagine how cool that would be? A spider that specifically hunts for prey being this big. I'm wondering how Australia has a rodent problem. Your spiders that are specifically designed to hunt get this big. At least that's what we're being told here in the United States. Maybe that's to scare us away. And you have venomous snakes up the rear end. How do you have a rodent infestation problem in Australia? Thank you, Richard. Owning tarantulas is not nearly as terrifying as people make it out to be. They are quite intimidating in appearance, but when it comes to their mortality, they are actually more susceptible to injuries than some of the spiders that you deal with in your house. Some of the house spiders that you've encountered have probably fallen a great distance, picked themselves up, walked it off. Tarantulas cannot do that. Tarantulas, if they fall from a height of about like your hip, possibly even your knee, and they hit the ground, they can split open primarily their abdomens, or they can break legs. They can bleed out because, as we've learned over the years, tarantulas have nothing but high blood pressure. Their function comes straight from their heart to various places of their body, which is why you don't go and stress them out post-molt. Like, you give them 3 days before you start with their cages, because if you don't, they will rupture their knees and die. I don't think I'm a snack, Kay, but I think my wife would agree with you. They are more scared of you than you are of them. Tell that to Charlotte. Because Charlotte is mean, and Charlotte is aggressive, and she knows that she scares the living shit out of me. I swear to God she knows that. Because she has literally cartwheeled across the cage to try to bite my hand. I kid you not, the video is up. You can go and check it out yourself. It's in my shorts that I have, those short videos. Pretty sure it's labeled something along the lines of cartwheeling tarantula. Sea snack.
Make sure the temperature is okay. Okay, is heart rate go up a bit? So I'm just checking to see if the first molar is missing or right to the side. He's got a warble right here.
A warble is a type of fly larva that incubates under the skin of wild animals.
This is the little.
She can smell your fear. Oh, you know it.
They drop out in a few weeks in the ground, turn into a big.
She is downright aggressive. Guys, I'm so happy. Guess what tomorrow is? Tomorrow's my Friday. And so far as I know, I do not have to fill in any day this weekend. I'm going to go on my Saturday, and I'm going to go and see if I can get to the courthouse to ask about tax sales, to figure out if there is any property that the government wants somebody to take over the tax payment on. And if we can do that, we'll do that. That is exactly the kind of thing that we're hoping for. We're also going to start looking more so into local rentals and other like buildings that look vacant to see if anybody owns the property and what they're planning on doing with it. Technically, it's not tax evasion. It's somebody else's tax evasion that became, let's call it an inspiration. Because what tax sales are is the government taking over the kind of the ownership of a property because individuals haven't paid their property taxes. So what we do is we go down to see if there are any properties for sale for cheap that the government wants to get off of its hands, because that's literally taxes the government's not making if it's in possession. I mean, think about it. The government paying the government to make sure that the government's running. That doesn't work very well. In our pool today, the most venomous snake in the world. That's crazy. All right, so this is our other Brazilian blue violet. He's got a full abdomen of hair. He is one that is less likely to bolt. He is a good noodle. A good noodle. And if you can't tell, I got my hands on an energy drink today. I just hope I can fall asleep later tonight. We'll see. Look at that. He is beautiful. The reason why they don't have hides is because once a tarantula starts to show signs that it is no longer going to be utilizing a hide, we take them out due to the fact that other critters will move in. Primarily false widow spiders. If you don't know, I'm going to tell you now, tarantulas are susceptible to envenomation. They look like the tanks of the arachnid world. They do. But they are susceptible to the venom of other animals. They are technically susceptible to the venom of their own species of tarantula. How do we know this? Because female tarantulas eat the males. They
That doesn't mean
consume
they use
them.
venom on
What is that?
That doesn't mean they use their venom on them.
I hope they do.
Don't forget what the scorpion did to that cricket.
That tarantula right there has never flicked hairs at me. He is a good boy. He is our original Brazilian blue violet. We were hoping he was a she because he was taking a sweet time molting, which I thought personally meant the likelihood of it being a female was a little bit higher. But apparently that's not the way the world works. I'm not very appreciative of that fact. Because I wanted to have baby spiders. Well, technically baby tarantulas. Because tarantulas are not true spiders, and true spiders are not tarantulas. It's a crazy world. Flip the fuck over! Jesus Christ. Get over here. It is time! Flip over and molt! Child. She is driving me up the wall. That tarantula is so aggressively obese that I swear to God, if she got any bigger, she would explode. Which is why we haven't tried to feed her. I don't even think she could technically get out of her den anymore. Because of the dirt she piled up and the fact that her entrance is that size. I need to go to bed. Okay. I wonder why it burnt down. Oh, I'm listening to the news. Our Prime Minister's new house got mysteriously burnt down today.
Was that Tyrus?
Yeah, I wonder why. It probably has something to do with the fact that your Prime Minister seems to be, somehow, more corrupt than the politicians that we have to deal with here in the United States. How does that work? We just lost a like. What? Well, that's just rude. In any case, let's get Little B down here. Take a look at that creature. There we go. Come on, child. I need to wash my hands before I pet this one. And yes, she is the only tarantula that I dare go and physically touch. That is so crazy, though. Here in the United States, we did have a CEO of... Oh, what is that health insurance company? Do you not know what I'm talking about? There was a CEO of a health insurance company that got shot. Yeah. By somebody who apparently has a serious grudge due to the fact that his mother has been enduring years of chronic pain that the hospital denied treatment for. They denied imaging to try and figure out if there's anything that they could do. They denied, they gave the runaround, and eventually this dude just decided to snap. And he snapped in such a way that he kind of was bordering on Joker-ish. Because the backpack that was left behind, that was apparently associated with the event itself, was full of Monopoly money. So the dude's trolling after assassinating somebody. It's crazy. Alright, I'm gonna go wash my hands and we're gonna go take a look at Little B.
Post-castration, the cat's hormones diminish and his spreading should eventually stop.
That's not an adoptable name. I think we need to kind of soften that up. I think we'll call him Cuddle or Fluffy, something like that. Could end up being a great pet, depending for someone.
Personally, I'm to the point where if an insurance company is going to deny something after somebody has paid thousands of dollars into the corporation, that person should be able to turn around and sue insurance companies for fraud. Because the whole point of having insurance is to get help when you have to spend your money to save yourself. And not having them come to you and be like, okay, we're going to help you with this, kind of defeats the whole purpose of having insurance in the first place. And that screams fraud. They defrauded the people. Tyrus, tell Dill, no. No. You tried. I'd say for shame, but that's probably the most innocent thing I've encountered. Oh my god. How are the farts already spicy? Oh, tomorrow's gonna be dangerous. Ooh. Oh, but you almost got me. Almost. SS us. Well, it's not like I haven't been trolled online before. Alright. Believe it or not, I did not graduate with a very good GPA. So, yeah. School district PR. Oh, yeah, the guy that was managing public relations for the St. Helens School District apparently resigned due to the fact that his past caught up with him. This time, it has nothing to do with sexual deviance. More or less fraud. In any case, this is our last Theodora Parabana. Let's go like this.
How you doing today? Fine.
Whoop. Yeah, that's Little Bee. Little Bee is that has a common name. It's called a Brazilian salmon pink bird-eating tarantula. Somehow, the scientific name is less of a mouthful than the common name that we gave it. It's wonderful how that works. It's one of but a few of the tarantulas whose scientific name I remembered. I stopped trying when they changed the scientific name for Brazilian blue violets. I was rather upset about that. I should probably go back and learn their scientific names. You're okay.
She's severely obese, and the owners have not changed her food, so she's getting bigger and bigger as she's not eating as much. There's a gland, hypothyroid gland, which makes the hormone that keeps her kind of active and uses up calories and things like that. So that makes me think
She's being kind of defensive today.
even though you have been changing what you're feeding her, she's suddenly getting fatter and heavier, right?
Really? See, it's dry. Is Micah home?
I don't know, but did you hear that?
No. Oh, for heck's sake. Oh, looks like I've got to change her dirt again. I thought there was a smell coming from in there. Guess I know what I'm doing this weekend, guys. Who's going to want to be watching the live for that?
Don't forget, we're entering over a jogging competition.
When?
Saturday.
Okay.
Not now. Next Saturday.
I never went to school. I dropped out at 13 and went to work in the mines. Been working there for 11 years. What are you mining for? Cobalt?
You can maybe just hang onto her head.
Gold? Coal?
Jugular.
Now, one of the... All right, I'm going to go check outside real quick.
Boo-boo, you were amazing. So Gary and
The
Julian
21st.
continue as normal.
So that's-
She continues to have exercise, she keeps vegetation around, and we'll just do it fine for blood work.
There was somebody walking away from the property.
We can win cash and prizes. It's the day before you go see your kids.
Did you
Yeah, hey.
check the camera at all?
The camera didn't go off.
Okay.
I just love her.
It did just now.
Great dog.
That's crazy. Some jobs are like that, though. About a year before I graduated from high school, I actually got a job at the same property that my mom worked. She managed to land herself a position as a groundskeeper and as a basically maid housekeeper. Coal, silver, gold, leaf, uranium, lithium, depends on which mine I'm stationed at. Lead, not leaf. That's crazy. That is what we call job security. Is it true that Australia granted permission for a company to go in and destroy tribal lands? Is that what I heard correctly? Is they went in there and destroyed some Aboriginal cave paintings? But in any case, my mom eventually stopped working at the property and I took over. And I worked there for 9 years. 9 years. $15 an hour. That was back when $15 an hour was golden. I could afford to rent out a 2-bedroom apartment on my own and foot the bill for pretty much everything that the house needed because nobody wanted to pay their fair share. Yeah, that happened long before me, though. Did I get lost in the conversation? What happened long before you? Cool, so I've been working there for 11 years. I'm so confused. Sorry. So, This girl's got a little bit of mold in her cage. They destroyed the painting. Oh, yeah. So you're working for the companies that did that. That's a little heartbreaking. So this weekend, we're going to clean out this one's cage. She is as I stated before, Lacidor parabon. They are primarily insectivores, but this girl, if you go and you look at the video that I posted titled, what was that? Little B Then and Now, I think. You'll see where we actually took a video of her eating on a chicken heart. She had one winter where we gave her that like maybe 2, possibly 3 times, and she turned out just fine. But generally speaking, this one only likes crickets. We've gotten her to eat an orange-head roach once, and I think that was a miracle because she hasn't touched one since. But she's doing all right. She's a good, healthy size for her age. That's a good girl. Now let's come up over here. Yeah, there are quite a few things that, we humans are guilty of. Destroying history for the sake of it's either religion or just censorship. Yeah, we're good at that. Destroying historical sites. Yeah, we're good at that too. Alright, come on, child. Oh, my calf is so sore. Whew. Is this that you told me about? Okay, hold on. We just gotta let her. We just gotta let her. We just gotta let her. Alright, this is from my work.
Is that what we call it?
Our records indicate that you're enrolled in a dental and or vision plan in 2024, but as of November 24th, had not re-enrolled during open enrollment for 2025. We are reaching out to you as a courtesy to confirm that your 2025 coverage are accurate and that you are aware that you were required to re-enroll dental and vision for 2025. I never got any paperwork for that. This reflected on eHub will apply effectively January 1st. Any voluntary coverages you enrolled in life insurance will roll forward to, but you will not have medical, dental, or vision plans if you did not re-enroll. If you experience issues accessing eHub, I guess I gotta re-enroll on the eHub. Alright, well, yes, they know what we're doing this weekend.
Selling.
I hope. Alright. And as far as work went today, there was only like 2 hiccups. That's pretty good. One vehicle decided that they were not going to listen to us when we told them that they needed to go all the way back around if they were going to go to a certain pile, because you're not supposed to back down the public bay against the flow of traffic. I had to run down, catch up with them, tell them the exact same thing I told them before, and then point down the bay, because apparently the head honcho demanded that the hired hand that he had do things the wrong way. I don't know if it was because a woman had told him, because I wasn't the original one that told him. It was actually a female traffic attendant, but that's fun. And then after she told them, I told them what she told them, and they still decided that they wanted to go and do things their own way. Like, come on, people.
To perform the exam, Michelle and Randy must separate the mothers from their young.
All right. Now, this next tarantula is the one that I was talking about earlier that tends to have a knack for aggressive behavior. She's the one that somersaulted across the cage to try to get a piece of me. So without further ado, this is Charlotte the Lightning. She, just like Little Bitch, the Lasiodora, is a South American tarantula. They are tropical. They are terrestrial, which means they live on or under the ground. They are insectivores. And they tend to have defensive behaviors. We don't call it offensive for the most part, because in truth, most of what they do is in reaction to something that they deem a threat. I think that that might be a little bit different with this one because she has it out for me.
Okay, I don't know which one's two now. Maybe it's not gonna fall.
All right.
We've done this another time.
She has been putting webs up all over the place. You know, child, you started to dig yourself a den. So I went and gave you a den so that you didn't have to go and dig. And what did you do? You ignored the den that I gave you. Tarantulas are like that sometimes. At her, she is beautiful.
Yeah?
Though there are more cats they need to examine, it looks like they'll have to settle for just one right now.
Got a nice screenshot of her. That was perfect. It might be, but I doubt it, considering how she has her legs right there. She could utilize that. But I guess this weekend we can try to find another plastic container to turn into a den. It's not going to be too difficult. Now, I'm not seeing anything that looks like mold in this cage. I think she's good. She is.
It's been 19 minutes now, so I don't think anything injected. The comment I'm putting is dirt bird. Damn.
She is asleep.
So good, my God.
Wow. But that means she's comfortable. Does look like she's somewhat in a stress curl, but it could just be because she is sleeping and her blood pressure is a little bit lower. That's going to draw in the legs closer to her naturally.
To make sure that it's gonna stay down.
Here we go.
Even these little things, I mean, if they pop up, they could
Oof.
break somebody's nose, jaw. You could actually really be hurt.
Now, for those that don't know, I was almost in an accident yesterday. I was traveling through Linton, and there was a vehicle that decided that it was going to go 5 under the speed limit. I decided that I didn't want to deal with that. So what did I do? I got over into the right lane to try and pass, which is legal in Oregon. But somebody that was waiting at one of the driveways decided that was going to be the perfect time to get out on the highway. And we almost had ourselves a little bit of a T-bone incident. I was not happy. There you go, child. Not happy at all. Luckily, the drive home today made up for it. It was just perfect. Exactly what I was hoping for. All right. So let's drop this down. Oh, it's already dropped down. All right. So this cage belongs to the Theraphosa, which is a relative to the Theraphosa blondie or the Goliath bird-eating tarantula.
Look at this.
They are another tropical terrestrial tarantula, but we do our utmost to make sure that her cage, especially right now, is a little bit more moist. The dogs are currently laying on the ground.
Where's
Yeah.
Duchess?
She's right over here. Yeah, and my wife did a wonderful job cleaning up this room. Yes. Where's Monkey? He should be in here too. Yes. The puppies. The puppies.
They do a lot of neat work here.
Yeah.
Michelle has been called in to lend a hand with the zoo's full-time staff.
I'm not gonna bring
I really hope we can find a place for our, that will allow our animals.
And that's why
The puppy.
anesthesia a whole bunch of different species.
Nom, 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 nom.
Hey, how's it going?
What are you doing?
Good to see you.
What are you doing?
The team is conducting a nutrition study with the University of Alaska.
What are you guys fighting over?
Bears to grizzlies that live in the wild.
Micah's television needs to get cleaned.
I'm main vet here at the zoo, and we're gonna do mobilizations of 2 grizzly bears.
What the
And we'll
fuck?
do some general health checks on them and do some diet
Ugh.
analysis and compare them to others. Today's bear day.
Is it a bone?
I can't tell. Oliver, what you got? Yeah, it's a bone.
Okay, when I cleaned, I picked up all the small pieces of bone, so
In order to be safe,
The puppies.
Get the darts ready to go and we'll head on down there.
Okay.
Duchess?
Michelle's first task
is she trying to pull it out of his mouth?
Yes.
and dosage.
Is that her growling?
Yeah. Duchess.
I haven't had coffee yet this morning, so.
Because they haven't been
That's not very nice, child.
the grizzlies' records and her own past experience to dial in the correct dosage.
It's important to be good at using the right drug cocktail or combination. It's almost
Did you just leave that for her?
and the region
Yeah.
they all can
Yeah. Oliver, where are you going?
less amounts of each of the 3.
Oh, hell no. Hell no. Oliver, get away from that door. Oliver, get away from the door now. Go.
2 bears that we're going to work on today. One is Izzy, and he's a female.
Is Micah home?
She's 15. So
Then what the heck was that noise?
and take
Neighbors with their garbage. Yeah.
Oliver!
Alaska and understand
Stop!
that allows us then to interpret their diet when we
The really doofy.
We're gonna start with the
Ah, he got his bone back. Good boy.
Here
Alright, let's go see if we can find the cat.
Dr. Oakley has prepped the anesthesia for Shannon Jensen, the zoo
Gotta act
to deliver.
inconspicuous. Because if the dogs think that I'm gonna go and give the cat attention, they are going to swarm the cat. We don't want that. The kitty! Yeah. You're so cute. All right. Oh, okay, yeah. Gotta stop doing that. A little bit too much spicy for the whole leaning over bit. Lost. My tummy's rusty toasty. Now this is what we gotta work on next. What are you doing? I am not feeding you more until you molt. If you want more food, then you have got to molt. I am not going to chance you rupturing your abdomen from overfeeding, child. You are that chunky. Stop it! Wish I could show you. She is literally trying to... Look, you can see her legs. She wants more food, but if I give her more food, her abdomen might rupture. All right. We cannot have that. I don't think there's enough cornstarch in the world to fix that if she were to rupture. Stop trying to eat. Molt. Goofy freaking tarantula. Alright. Now, we are going to have to go and mist the green bottle blues. There we go.
I have something to mold.
Yeah, what is it?
It's the base of that pot.
Alright. Ooh. Oof. I don't know why I shut up. Okay. So when it comes to the green bottle blues, come over here. We unlatch that. Just give it a spritz. Fill up the water. Crack this open. Now, green bottle blue are considered to be semi-arboreal. They need to have their cages misted every other day to every 3 days, depending on how dry they are. Oh, wow. She is right there. Hi, girly. Look at that. Now, again, that right there is our Monocentropus balfouri female. She has not been packing on weight. I think it's all going into her growth, which means she might not be full grown, but that's okay. A little bit more time between her getting pregnant might be good. Although if she molts now, she might not have enough time with the male to actually reproduce. So that is a problem. Done with that. dealing with this. Oliver, what are you doing?
Eating?
I thought he was rubbing his nose on the ground.
Oh, I don't know. I was just guessing.
Probably gonna be a little annoyed with us, but.
All right.
That was beautiful anesthesia, actually.
Miles away. It's up to Shane, Maya, and Sierra on a trip from Girl Los Angeles.
Now, we're gonna come over here. This cage belongs to our Asian forest scorpion. She's looking a little chunky. That's A-okay. Asian forest scorpions are probably the easiest amongst the invertebrates to take care of. They tend to have venom that's less potent. It's comparable to that of a bee sting. It is not likely going to kill you unless you have an allergic reaction to it. We're not going to try to stress her out too much today. We do need to go and mist her cage. Ooh. Now I managed to get 83 in the end heart points today, which is a measurement, I guess, created by Google that is based on somebody commented on one of my posts. It's based upon keeping your heart rate elevated for over, I think it's 2 minutes. That's how you get one. Feed it an insect. I don't think she's hungry. She already ate this week. The cricket that I gave her is just absolutely gone. So she's already full. Hey, child. See that? She's not very defensive. She knows. And when they do get defensive, they typically back away from an aggressor before they sting. They're not the type to go and try to move forward to take care of a problem. A lot of people seem to think that arachnids will go out of their way to make you, regret your life decisions. Generally speaking, when you get stung or bit by an arachnid, it's because the animal felt it had no choice or it got startled. A lot of people get stung or bitten when they're putting clothes on, like boots or a shirt that something managed to get into. Rolling over in bed when there's a spider in there. Yeah, that'll get you bit too. By the way, folks, you don't have to like the live, but if you can subscribe, we will be posting content. I'm going to be making a new video based around things that I've encountered that incorporates, I know, you're not going to like it, but poetry. Yeah. Ross, why are you retracting your comments? I'm so confused. Oof. Now, here we go. One of the most fascinating parts about owning a scorpion is most certainly the biofluorescence. Biofluorescence is where a chemical agent on an animal creates a luminous effect when hit with UV light. It'll draw in the UV and put out, didn't mean to read that hard, and will put out a source of light at a frequency we humans can see more easily. Now, if you're in an area that has Oh, okay. That's just where the lighter portion of the lid was showing. I was just like, what has it been doing in here? Looks like a Jackson Pollock painting. But anyway, if you're in an area that has a decent amount of scorpions and you want to figure out what you're dealing with in your neck of the woods, your best bet is getting yourself, and I'll show it for the new people that just showed up, a UV black light, because you'll be able to pick them up a little bit better. Now, if a scorpion is fresh off a molt by about 3 days, the likelihood of you being able to see it with the black light is pretty slim, because the exoskeleton needs to harden in order for the effect to be, well, that prominent. Ow. Ugh. Let's come over here. Ooh. Ooh. I tell you, I am a diehard fan of Thai food. And my favorite type of Thai food is level Thai, spicy Thai food. That level of spicy that goes beyond 5, or whatever the recommended amount of spicy is, always comes with that same side effect the next day. And you can feel it coming long before it gets you.
That's our kid, very nicely in the front shoulder. But she's already showing signs.
Hey, Turbo Tony, how's it going? We are going to take care of misting one of the ball python cages. But first, I'm going to send you guys on a little adventure. Let's go and see how she's doing. She's still looking good and gray. It looks like she's gray. The technical term for that is going... Yeah, she's in blue. That's where the snake's skin starts preparing for a shed. And because she's preparing for a shed, we are going to make sure she is good and moist. It is good to hear that you're good. I can't complain too much about today. Today was payday. I got about 700... I think it was like $780 or $790. So that's good. Can't wait for the pay increase to take effect that my union said was going to occur. It's supposed to increase by $1, and then I think by 70 or 80 cents, and then by another $1, all within the course of 2 years. So that is something to definitely look forward to. I'm already getting a pretty decent wage, though. It's always a good day, especially when, like myself, you don't have to go and pay for alcohol, and it just stays in your bank account for a while and makes you feel good about yourself. Whew. My body is telling me that I am in for a rude awakening tomorrow. It's what I get for getting that spicy food. Oh, that water dish needs cleaning. Child, what have you been doing to your water? Alright. Oh. I'm going to go and close that side, and then I'm going to grab the water. Honey, is there a clean side in the sink?
There's only 2 forks on the dirty side.
Alright. Sweet. All right, guys. I will be right back.
Where are you going?
I'm gonna go and clean out our water.
Okay.
The camera is rolling, honey.
Do
Is
Oh, it's Anna's.
your Thai food hidden?
What?
Is your Thai food hidden?
I don't know if it's Thai food or food.
Okay. Move. Move! Jesus. Get drunk on your payday. Always grab a couple of beers at least. No, I don't need to get drunk. What I need to do is keep focused. My goal in life is simple. This all leads back to the question that my old principal asked me. What do you want? And this is when I was a kid. He goes, "What do you want in life?" And I said, "I want to be happy." So I've got one goal, and one goal only. I want to be able to, at some point in the future, breathe a sigh of relief without having to feel like the weight of the world is crushing me. The financial bullshit that we all have to deal with. If I could have a day where I don't have to worry about stuff, that would be perfect. That would be amazing. But because life is expensive and everything keeps creeping up, start saving up money, think you're doing okay, and all of a sudden your car shits out on you, or all of a sudden it turns out that you missed a payment to the IRS, this, that, the other thing. It's just been happening like that. So my goal is long term. Now we gotta fill up the water dish. Oh my god, did anybody else hear that barking spider? Oh. Oh, we got 11 likes. What more can I ask for? What you guys might not know is that we've been renting this place. We've been renting this place for about 8 years. And over the course of those 8 years, there have been several instances where we have come close to having to move. However, I don't mean to burst the bubble. You're right. I have a lot to be thankful for. However, with renting comes the problem of having to vacate the house. It is an inevitability. And that's something that I didn't want to have to think about for quite a while. However, they need to replace the floors in here. And now we got to go and find another rental that will allow all of our creepy crawly critters, which would be fantastic, except for the fact that they're far and few in between. So we are currently taking it upon ourselves to seek out the perfect place. I have a wonderful wife. I have a hobby that could potentially make me money in the future. I actually have the logos ready to put on shirts so that we can start selling them, and magnets that I'm going to start making to put on my cars, to start promoting the YouTube channel. But we are stuck in a state of financial limbo right now due to the fact that we don't know what our future necessarily holds. And whether or not I hit the amount of subscribers that I want to, that inevitability is still coming down the road. Come March, we're still going to have to get out of this house. And I'm just hoping that we will have everything figured out by then. Because we could very well wind up homeless. Not jobless, mind you, because it's going to be another case of, oh, well, the system does not go and support the working class. But we'll see how it goes.
Honey,
What?
gracias.
Well, should we move over to the van?
So soft.
Kids, move!
Not letting go of the top.
Ooh.
It's still soft, so be careful. Did I do good?
You did real good. Oliver, I'll take you out in a second.
I'm gonna give a reversal drug and hopefully she'll come around.
All right, here we go. Look at that.
After weighing the odds, zoo staff determined the risk of invasive surgery on a 15-year-old cat is too great.
That is amazing. My wife is really good at what she does.
She's had a great life here.
Seems to be happening.
That's good.
They did a good job with the
After a
painting.
busy time at the Alaska Zoo thinking,
Oh God, it's not just soft, it's sticky. That's
Good or bad?
that's what she said. All right, move. Oh, I need my jacket. I've got to take.
That's what I've been using.
I'm sorry, Wolf, but I gotta take them out, and it's cold as balls out there.
the baby moose has already found a home, a facility located within the state.
I have the 2 hours, but
He's so mad at me.
no, he's not mad. He's just
Wolfie,
Wrap up today at the Anchor Zoo.
no, my baby, don't be like that.
Excited to check you guys out.
Duchess, you attention whore. Really?
I'm over used to
Really? Fuck off, dog.
Wolfie.
Okay. Oliver, come here.
He's like, I'm right behind you, Dad.
House guest.
So it seems like a porcupine must have been trying to have a big fire and found the stick and the pups having a
Well, it's because most of the time Wolf goes out before the live even starts. And he only goes out twice because he's a normal dog. Don't you even think about it. No, isn't that the truth though? Every time we go to try and give Monkey any attention, here comes Duchess. This is my daddy and you're not going to get any attention from him. That's exactly how it goes. But yeah, I'm going to be trying to work on a bit of poetry tomorrow to share onto YouTube that I think you guys will like. Damn, that freaking Thai food is kicking my ass. Now I've got the hot hiccups. Good Lord. Back in my grandpappy's day, that might be associated with the meat sweats, but in our day and age, it's associated more so with hot foods. So, Oliver, you're not supposed to be up on the stairs. Yeah, that's a good dog, though. You gonna go poop? Oh yeah, he's gonna go poop. That's gonna happen. He's walking back and forth. Soon he's gonna plop a squat, drop a hot, drop it like it's hot. Oh shit. Yes, Oliver, I know. I saw guys over there too. Oliver, come on. Oliver! Come on. It's time for your daughter to come outside. I still don't think he understands that Duchess is his offspring. I don't think he comprehends that his actions had consequences back in the day. He just had a lot of fun and then was done, and all of a sudden this random dog showed up in his life. Oliver, come on. Let's go. That's a car. Oh my Lanta. Come on. Let's go. Come on. Oliver! Stop fighting me. You went poop, you went pee. Now let's get your daughter out here. Dogs. Come on. Stop. What?
Was she just tearing up something at the door?
I don't know. I don't see anything tore up.
Okay, good. I was hoping I heard wrong then.
All right. Duchess, get off of the steps, kid. No. She's already using the restroom. What are you doing? Duchess. What are you doing, baby girl? She's a peeing. I I think when we get inside, we got to go and take care of the roaches. We might pour water into Mochi's cage. Actually, that'll probably be the next thing we do, is make sure that he's humid. And then little guy needs to have his cage humidified. Duchess, come on. Oh my God. Stop. Come on, let's go. Come on. Come on. Duchess, come here. Duchess, stop trying to push yourself forward. All right. So, we've got to go and fill up a water container.
Today's my day off. It's never really a day off. So we're gonna do family clinic today. The girls are gonna bring in all their pets one by one. Check them all out.
We're going to pour some water into a cage.
Just check out all our own pets. We've got Rosa, the albino pumpkin. Tulip hamster. There's a rabbit. Tigger, okay. Big man rabbit pants, snake pants. Okay. Hold on for doing somebody. Horse. He takes something. Maya, whoa.
That's Oliver.
Rosa, the dangerous pink monkey. Okay, good. Rosa does her skin for about once every 2 weeks. If she does that, so that's perfect timing for us to have a look at the shed. So what should we look for after she shed?
On the skin, what is it called? Yeah, the skin thing off.
Yeah. Once you grab the shed, we'll make sure it's complete. It's important when they show that it's complete because if it's not, sometimes their eye caps actually on the shed and they start feeling
All right.
after shed and they can have problems with their eyes.
We have our bowl of water.
Nice.
Next thing we're going to do,
Duchess! That's Oliver.
put these down.
So it's a rabies vaccine.
Before Michelle gets ready to family clinic patient, she gets word that a more urgent case is coming her way.
This is called Jordy, and she runs a clinical and all organizations in Canada. People with animals need veterinary care, and they don't have the funds.
Wait, I'm not muted, am I?
The animal health.
No, okay, we're good. All right. So this character over here is Ochi. Ochi is a male leucistic ball python. Oh, come on!
What?
There's mold in his cage!
A lot or
A little. Scratch that. Alright, baby. We got a spot clean. So you're coming with me. Whoop! You're okay. Get around my neck. All right. There we go. That is a very specific spot that you managed to grow mold, child. Spot clean for now. Honey, do they have any good deals on dirt?
Take a look at it.
Because we're already running sparse on that. Okay. Stop trying to get in the way, child. This is a leucistic male ball python. He is a white snake with blue eyes. He has got a little bit of visual impairment due to his genetic traits. But as you can see, he's done pretty well for himself when it comes to eating. Isn't that right, baby boy? That's right. That's right. All right. What?
She got the bone on the floor accidentally. So she picked it up and just started prancing that one went right past it. It was just funny.
Okay. Looked like it was just that one little patch of dirt. What we're going to do is keep an eye on the cage. We are going to pour water in there because it does need to be humid. However, if that humidity sparks any more mold growth, we might have to do an emergency clean. Luckily, tomorrow is going to be my Friday, so if I have to do anything late night, we can. Just as
the next day we don't have to be up at it.
yeah. But still, it sucks.
Stop.
Trying to help.
Duchess or Mochi?
Mochi. Trying to help. Alright. Duchess, not a chew toy. There we go. Should boost the humidity. This needs to go into the garbage. Look at that. Oh, big stretch. Big stretch. He's such a big boy. Duchess, not a toy. She's looking at the snake like she wants to fight it.
Where's it the back?
Not a toy.
The normal brand, they don't have, like, if we wanted it, we wouldn't get it till the end of the month, and it's 30-something bucks.
Seriously, do they have an off-brand?
There's one that we have bought before, 5 bricks for $20 would be your Saturday.
Alright. I'd say pull the trigger on it.
Damn.
What?
20 bricks for $47.
Do we have that kind of money right now?
I'm just saying, that's what you're, okay.
Move! Child, I love you, but if you keep getting in the way, I'm gonna put you in your kennel.
Do you want it here Saturday or would it be okay for Sunday?
Saturday would be preferential, but if it's going to cost more, then forget
No,
about it.
it's not gonna cost extra, it's just it can come with all the orders they're gonna be here on Sunday. But I have it for Saturday.
All right. Now to deal with the roaches.
And it says this brand they bought twice before. So,
Okay.
it was only $20 for 5 bricks.
It's not bad.
Yeah, the only buying option that they have is $32.98 for the one we normally get. And it'll be here between the 23rd and 29th.
Must be a lot of people requesting it.
That's all I could think of.
All right. Now, of course, this is the time of night that gets a lot of people a little bit distraught because they do not like the bugs we've got. We raise roaches as feeders for the tarantulas, and, well, due to an unexpected turn of events, we have quite a few of them. The numbers are a little bit bracing. But good news is they can't climb up smooth surfaces. What the hell was that?
What? Did you take the bone into the bedroom? Is that what you did?
Yep. We have another molt out.
Oh, I thought you were going to say male.
Well, it could be a male. That looks very male-ish. Yeah. We can't really tell right now. So we're going to put it back in there, but tomorrow we are going to check on it. Because males must go into the other cage. We actually have a system set up where we separate the males and the females to make sure that we don't get as much breeding as we have before. Okay. These are orange head roaches. That one looks definitely like a male. What I'm going to do, we're going to take them and we're going to toss them in with the crickets. And then we're going to go and check on them tomorrow. To see what he looks like. These are somewhat tropical. They would not survive in an actual cold climate, but they seem to be able to reproduce in temperatures of about 73 degrees, which is not what we were told when we first got them. We were originally told that these little stinkers were tropical and needed about 85 degrees in order to reproduce. We were lied to. Being able to accurately prevent reproduction using climate would have been nice. That's what you get when you buy stuff online. Now, come over here. Where's our There it is. Now, I don't know if you can tell, but a lot of the youngins are starting to age out of the juvenile state, which means that our efforts are starting to work. Let's get a closer look at that while we can. There are small ones, but there aren't babies anymore. And that is a sign that we have effectively gotten most, if not all, of the adult males out. Our efforts are not what is that? Insane would be a good word for it. You see, the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting a different result. Well, would literally be insanity if we kept doing it and nothing changed. Now these are ones that we are trying to breed. They haven't eaten all of their fruit yet. So we'll leave that in there. Where are all the babies, children? Ooh, they're starting to get bigger. That's good. Now these are dubia roaches. Dubia roaches are a little bit more, if not a lot more, sought after than your typical orange heads. As a matter of fact, dubias made an appearance out on the market here on the West Coast long before orange heads made an appearance. So people want those dubias. I don't know why I was dumb enough to start buying orange heads. I really don't. Sometimes I look back at the things that I've done in the past and I go, why? Why did you think that was a good idea? You had a good thing going before. You didn't need to partake in a different species of roach. Oh, shit. Hindsight. Remember, hindsight is always 20/20. Always. And the things that you've done in the past will often affect your future. Take your body, for instance. When you were a kid, you'd go and beat the shit out of your body, jumping around, having a good time. As an adult, your body feels like it's falling apart, doesn't it? Yeah, that's because you forgot that actions will inevitably consequences. And I'm susceptible to the very same consequences myself because I used to do dumb stuff all the time. Like, back when I did manage to get arrested back in the day, when I was in the cell, I was sleeping, first of all, on the top bunk. That shit was ridiculously uncomfortable. But when I would get down, I would just hop off. And all 200 pounds of me would land, and my knees and my hips and my back.
Wait a minute.
What?
When we met, you were a skinny twig, weren't you then too?
I was still 240 pounds.
I don't believe it.
I was still 240 pounds. That's why when people tell me that I need to go and drop down to 200 pounds, I'm just like, listen, I was emaciated at basically 220, 240. Dropping down to 200 is going to get me killed. Right now, I weigh probably 271, especially after the snacking that I did. But Yeah. It's food for thought going into the future.
My doctor told me if I ever got under 200, I would be too skinny.
All right. Now,
Why is there already hair on the floor?
because that is the way the cookie crumbles. Are you ready to help me out with the centipede?
What are we doing?
We're going to check the bottom of it again.
Nothing on my fingers, girl. Give me a second.
All right, guys. One last hurrah. We're going to go and check on the centipede. He usually is on the very bottom of the cage.
Oh, there it is.
Ready?
Yep.
There he is. Get a good look at it, honey?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Centipedes are...
Do you water him?
Not yet. Centipedes are almost fossorial with the way that they live. You don't get to see them very often, but every now and then, lifting the cage up to check to make sure that it at least looks healthy is a good way to maintain a visual. Because you don't want to one day just be like, oh, that cage smells, and then find out your animal passed away. That's kind of the thing that happens with centipedes because of the fact that they hardly... Oh, again with that shit. Not her fault, just that shit keeps falling off. All right, folks. I'm going to help her clean. You guys have a good night. Stay safe. Subscribe, because I will be back on tomorrow, too, and the next day, and the next day, and the next day. Tomorrow, we are going to be doing V-ups. So if you want to participate in a workout, you got to subscribe and join me. Good night. Stay safe. And remember, I better not see you on the news unless it's good news.